Hello and welcome to a tutorial on chemical nomenclature. Nomenclature refers to providing names for and formulas for chemical compounds. In today's tutorial, our focus is going to be on naming and providing formulas for binary ionic compounds. And it's really important that you're able to recognize compounds as binary ionic. The way we do this is by looking for compounds that have two different elements, and also to ensure that those two elements consist of one metal and one nonmetal. Once we have identified a compound as binary ionic, the next step is to take a close look at the metal to determine if the metal is monovalent or multivalent. Monovalent metals have only one possible ionic charge, whereas multivalent metals have more than one possible ionic charge. Monovalent metals is the focus of this slide, and these metals can be found in some of the representative families, those being families 1, 2, and 13. Also, a number of transition metals are monovalent, and we can take a look at the periodic table, which is a really excellent tool for identifying metals as mono or multivalent. So looking at the periodic table here, we can see that elements in family 1, like lithium, sodium, potassium, and so on, elements in family 2, like beryllium, magnesium, and calcium, and so on, all have only one possible ionic charge. However, when we look at the transition metals, we get a whole mixture of monovalent and multivalent metals. Elements like scandium, yttrium, silver, zinc, cadmium, these elements are monovalent. However, there are a variety of metals that have more than one possible ionic charge, and these can be really quickly identified by looking at how many different numbers appear above the element symbol. Iron is multivalent, so is cobalt, nickel, copper, palladium, gold, and on and on and on. Once we have identified that the metal is monovalent in this case, nomenclature is very simple. We take the name of the metal first, and we write down that name as is. Then we name the nonmetal second, and we modify its name by changing the ending to IDE. So in the case of K2S, we simply name it potassium sulfide. The metal potassium is named first, and the name of the nonmetal has been changed to IDE. AgBr also includes a monovalent metal silver, and so its name is simply silver bromide. The metal is named first, and the end of the nonmetal is changed to IDE.